name, raise your hand, and give you the mic. We'll start over here.
Hi, Tommy. Nicholas from La Presse in Montreal. You beat Carlos last year in Montreal. So do you like playing Carlos?
I like playing anyone that's like a big challenge. He's obviously right now the best player in the world, and when you have those matchups on center court, you're always going to be on center court when you're playing number one in the world, and I really enjoy playing those matches. So, yeah, I mean, I would say it's fun.
Congrats on the win tonight, Tommy. I know it's been a few months since your Australian Open run to the semis. I'm just curious what that tournament did for you and your belief and your confidence that you could compete against the best players and win the big matches.
Yeah, I mean, it helps set up better draws in tournaments. Gets me more buys in 250s, but maybe gives you a little bit extra confidence. But tennis is such a week-to-week sport. You see people win titles and then go and lose first round the next week. It's about consistency, and obviously doing well in those tournaments can bring you more confidence, but every week's a new week, you know?
Congrats on the win. I think you were 21 out of 23 in terms of net points won tonight, so clearly there was really a strategy to step into the court, to take the first strike and take time away from him. So for you, what were some of the keys to really turning that match around after you had lost the second set and were trying to find your way to maybe get that early break or get that break midway through the set and then set yourself up for success?
It's a pretty good stat. Did not know that. And one of those points was his tweener winner, so I think I wasn't really thinking about coming in too much. I mean, I'm always trying to come into the net, trying to get up there, play aggressive tennis, but kind of just letting it happen. After the second, I saw my first serve percentage was super low in the second set, so that was my main goal going into the third. And I don't know, making more returns, making him earn his service games is always, no matter who you're playing, you know, you want your opponents to earn their service games. So that's kind of what I was going for.
Hello, Tommy. Congratulations for the win. Yes, apart from the service, how have you adapted your game plan in the game through the three sets?
Sorry.
Yeah. Apart from the service, that you have said that in the third set, your serve has been better.
Mm-hmm.
How have you adapted your game plan along the game to the Carlos?
I think.
Thank you.
I think in the beginning of the match, I came out playing super aggressive tennis. And there in the second set, he was kind of the one who was playing more aggressive at the beginning of the points, and it put me on my heels. And the game plan was, like I said, to get my first serve percentage up, and at the same time, like, go after more balls. Like, anytime I saw a ball in my strike zone, like, really get after it and try and be on offense in the points.
Hey, Tommy. How did you stifle his momentum when he made that tweener winner in the second set?
Yeah, I mean, the momentum could have easily switched there. I think he broke me at love and then went up 30 love on his serve, so 6 points in a row after the tweener. And I was thinking about it. Trust me, I was like, man, like I could lose like 10 points in a row right now and it could be the match. But yeah, in his service game at 30 love, I think we played a good point or something, and I was like, all right, like really dig in here and try and get into this game. Whether you win it or lose it, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, you just want to set the tone for the third set. And I think he really did that. I mean, he held there anyways and won the second, but I think digging in there kind of let him know that I was going to be there for the third.
Tommy, congrats on the win today. What can you talk about how good this performance was for you. How good do you feel with your game in general tonight, and what this win means to you? Like last time you beat him in Montreal was center court was a daytime, and he wasn't #1 in the world. He wasn't the best, right? So, what this means to you, considering the environment and considering the opponent?
Yeah, I mean, to answer your first question, I felt pretty good. I think the second and third set, the quality of the match was pretty high. I would actually say, in my opinion, last year's match, the level overall was better. Even though, you know, he's the best player in the world right now, he's #1 in the world. I think the level overall was better last year. But I think my game plan was a little bit more set this year. I had never played him, never stepped foot on court with him before that first match. So I was kind of figuring it out. He was figuring me out. I know, like, after that match last year, he was saying that he was dealing with pressure of being at the top of the game. And, I mean, he's changed a lot. I mean, he's grown a lot, and he's definitely handling that pressure pretty well, you know, going into Wimbledon and tearing it up there. So what was your second question? I'm sorry. What it means to me? I don't know. Like now I'm kind of day by day kind of guy. So I'm looking towards the next match. I don't know what the score is there or who I'm gonna play, but as soon as we get out here, I'll probably check the scores or tune into that. And the week will. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I mean, so centers up a set. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, at the end of the week, I mean, I'll tell you what the week means to me. Hopefully, you know, that'll be on Sunday. But we'll see.
I'm sure you're aware that it's been 20 years since Andy Roddick won the U.S. Open. I was just wondering.
Not aware, but now I am.
Okay, I'm sure you know that. And you were only 6 years old, but I was wondering, do you remember that match or maybe other match of Andy, and how much of a model is he for you?
I can't say that I remember the actual match. 6 years old was when I started playing tennis. I remember, you know, like the posters from the U.S. Open that year, or even remember what outfit he was wearing. Like I wanted to wear that outfit for 3 years after it, you know. But I wouldn't say he was definitely one of my idols growing up, but I wouldn't say I really tried to play like him or model my game after him. I watch a lot of tennis, but I wouldn't say I model my game after too many players. I try and copy certain shots, you know, but I watch a lot of older tennis, actually. I watch a lot of tennis from the 80s and 90s. That's where I go back on YouTube and watch tennis from back then. And it was it's really cool how those guys would have such big holes in their game and be able to hide it. Similar to Roddick, he didn't have a great backhand. He would hide it with his slice, or, I mean, it's easy to hold serve when you have Roddick serve, but, I mean, just watching back then, it's so different to now. Everyone is so solid. Not too many people have holes in their games anymore, so I think it's much more of a mental game now than it used to be.